Now let's turn to some cultural news. The UNESCO selects cultural and natural heritage sites from around the world and helps protect and preserve those sites. And it looks like some more Korean sites could be added to that list. In part 2 of our part 3 series on diversification of Hallyu or Korean wave, we take a look at the UNESCO World Heritage sites in Korea. For that, Arirang's Lee Min-sun now joins us in the studio. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Min-sun, let's start off with some background information for our viewers who may not be that familiar with Korea's cultural heritage sites. Besides other than the Changdeokgung Palace and Jongmyo Shrine in Seoul, what other heritage sites do we have in Korea?
Right, so Korea currently has a total of 13 World Heritage Sites, including the ones you mentioned. And the World Heritage Sites can be classified as one of 3 categories: natural, cultural, or mixed heritage. And the volcanic island of Jeju was added in 2007 as the Korea's first natural heritage site. And some of the cultural heritage sites also include the historic villages of Korea, Hwae and Yangdong, and as well as the Bulguksa Temple in Gyeongju and Sansa, the Buddhist mountain monasteries of Korea, which were added last year.
Well, it sounds like Korea is continuously making efforts to add more heritage sites to the list. Now, what are some new cultural or natural assets that are likely to be added to the UNESCO's World Heritage Site?
So Korea currently has 2 sites waiting for the final decision from the World Heritage Committee in July. So they are the Korea's Seoul Confucian Academies from the Joseon Dynasty and the Korea's tidal mud flats called Getbar. Let's take a look at the Sosu Seoul, which is one of the 9 Seouls that has been well managed and has important historical value.
Located in the tranquil town of Yeongju, Gyeongsangbuk-do Province, these hanok buildings show the education system and architecture of the Joseon Dynasty. Called Seowon in Korean, these Confucian academies, which sprung in the countryside during the 16th and 17th centuries, are the equivalent of today's universities or colleges. Recognized for their wealth of intangible cultural heritage that shows history, education, rituals, and documentary culture, Korea's Seowons are being considered for UNESCO's World Cultural Heritage list.
Sosu Seowon is the first such academy, and the king bestowed signboards, books and workers to it. Korea's Seowon stand out from similar education institutes in other countries in that Seowon are surrounded by natural features and have a flexible layout in harmony with nature.